Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving headfirst into the top 10 most haunted places on this planet. We're talking about places where the veil between our world and the other side feels thinner than Ryan's patience when I suggest investigating a haunted doll factory. So, if you're brave enough to join us, buckle up, let's do this thing. Kicking off our list at number 10, we find ourselves at the Myrtles Plantation in St. Francisville, Louisiana. The Myrtles Plantation is widely considered one of the most haunted homes in America. The most infamous resident of the Myrtles is a spirit named Chloe. Chloe was a slave on the plantation, and the story goes that she met an untimely and unjust end. Visitors and staff alike have reported seeing her ghostly figure, a spectral woman in a turban gliding through the halls and grounds. And it's not just sightings. There are whispers of disembodied voices, objects moving on their own, and an overall sense of unease that permeates the very air. Some say Chloe is responsible for all the paranormal activity, while others believe there are even more spirits lurking in the shadows of the Myrtles Plantation. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying that the Myrtles Plantation is a place where the past refuses to stay buried. At number 9, we're venturing into Aokigahara, a dense and eerily quiet forest at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan. Aokigahara, also known as the Suicide Forest, carries a somber reputation. Some believe that the spirits of those who died in Aokigahara remain trapped within the forest's embrace. Visitors have described feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, a sudden chill, or even hearing whispers carried on the wind. Some have reported seeing shadowy figures flitting between the trees, apparitions that vanish as quickly as they appear. Aokigahara Forest remains a place of haunting beauty and undeniable mystery. Number 8 on our list takes us to the mist-shrouded waters of the Venetian Lagoon, to Poveglia Island. Poveglia served as a quarantine zone for victims of the bubonic plague. Thousands of souls perished on this island, their bodies burned in massive pyres or left to decompose in mass graves. The island later became home to a mental asylum where the already tormented were subjected to unspeakable cruelty and experimentation. Visitors who dared to set foot on the island have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread. There are stories of disembodied voices echoing through the crumbling buildings, of shadowy figures lurking in the windows. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying that Poveglia Island is a place where history and horror collide. The Tower of London. This iconic fortress isn't just a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a treasure chest of history, intrigue, and ghostly tales. For centuries, the Tower of London served as a royal palace, a treasury, and most infamously, a prison. One of the most famous figures said to haunt the tower is Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. Visitors and staff have reported seeing her ghostly figure, often described as a forlorn woman in white, wandering the tower grounds. There are tales of the two young princes, Edward and Richard, who were imprisoned and mysteriously vanished. Some say their childish laughter can still be heard echoing through the halls. Then there's the White Lady, a spectral figure often seen near the White Tower, and the ghost of Sir Walter Raleigh. With a history as rich and bloody as the Tower of London's, it's no surprise that the line between history and hauntings gets a little blurry here. For number 6, we're whisking you away to the Loire Valley in France, to the Château de Brissac. Behind its grandeur and beauty lies a chilling tale, one that has cemented this chateau's place in the annals of haunted history. The Green Lady is said to be the spirit of Charlotte de Braise, a woman who met a rather unfortunate end within the castle walls. Legend has it that Charlotte was wearing a green dress when she was killed, a dress that has become her spectral signature. Over the centuries, there have been countless reported sightings of the Green Lady within the Château de Brissac. She's often seen wandering the halls, her face forever etched with a look of sorrow and despair. Some say she's drawn to the room where she was murdered, while others claim to have encountered her in the castle's chapel. The Green Lady's presence casts a long shadow over the Château de Brissac. Hold on to your hats, folks, because number 5 on our list takes us to the Whispering Gallery inside New York City's iconic Grand Central Terminal. The Whispering Gallery isn't your typical haunted hotspot. It's not about ghostly apparitions or things that go a bump in the night. This place is all about sound, or more specifically, the strange and sometimes unsettling way sound behaves within this architectural marvel. The unique design of the vaulted ceiling creates an acoustic anomaly. Words whispered at one end of the gallery can be heard with crystal clarity at the other end. There's something undeniably eerie about hearing whispers out of thin air, especially in a place as historically rich and energetically charged as Grand Central Terminal. Could the whispers we hear be echoes of the countless conversations, secrets and stories that have unfolded beneath this grand ceiling over the years? At number 4, we're venturing back to England, to Highgate Cemetery in London. Highgate is more than just a resting place for the departed. It's a place where stories of the afterlife intertwine with overgrown ivy and crumbling headstones. One of the most enduring legends associated with Highgate Cemetery is that of the Highgate vampire. In the 1970s, reports began to surface of a tall, shadowy figure with piercing red eyes, a figure said to roam the cemetery at night. The legend sparked a media frenzy, with vampire hunters and occultists flocking to Highgate. Visitors have reported seeing ghostly figures flitting amongst the tombs, hearing disembodied voices whispering their names. Whether the Highgate vampire was ever real or simply a figment of overactive imaginations is a matter of debate, but there's no denying that the cemetery has an atmosphere all its own. Number 3 takes us to the Bermuda Triangle, a region of the North Atlantic Ocean, roughly defined by points in Bermuda, Florida, and Puerto Rico. The legend of the Bermuda Triangle is one of unexplained disappearances, of ships and aircraft vanishing without a trace. Some say it's a portal to another dimension, a gateway to a realm beyond our understanding. Others believe it's a hotbed of paranormal activity, a place where the laws of physics bend and break. There are tales of compass malfunctions, of electronic equipment going haywire, and of strange swirling mists that descend upon the area. There are stories of ships found adrift, their crews vanished, and of aircraft disappearing from radar screens. Despite scientific attempts to explain away the strange occurrences, the legend of the Bermuda Triangle persists. It's a reminder that there are still mysteries in this world that we may never fully understand. At number 2, we find ourselves on the windswept slopes of Montpelier Hill in Ireland at the Hellfire Club. The Hellfire Club, an 18th century society, was known for their scandalous behavior, their blasphemous rituals and their fascination with the occult. Legends abound of wild parties fueled by alcohol and something far more sinister, of black masses held under the cover of darkness. It's said that the club's members dabbled in black magic, summoning demons and engaging in rituals that would make even the most hardened skeptic uneasy. Visitors have reported feeling an oppressive presence, a feeling of being watched and hearing disembodied voices whispering their names. Whether these tales are true or simply the stuff of legend, the Hellfire Club has an eerie aura. And finally, our number 1 most haunted place in the world takes us to the St. Augustine Lighthouse in Florida. The St. Augustine Lighthouse has a past as deep and mysterious as the waters it overlooks. Imagine climbing the spiral staircase of the lighthouse, each step taking you further away from the familiar world and closer to the realm of the unknown. The St. Augustine Lighthouse has seen its share of tragedy over the years. Visitors and staff alike have reported a wide range of paranormal experiences within the lighthouse walls. There have been sightings of ghostly children playing on the grounds, their laughter echoing through the night. Then there's the spirit of the former lighthouse keeper, a stern figure said to still patrol the tower. The St. Augustine Lighthouse is a place where maritime history collides with the paranormal. And there you have it, folks, our whirlwind tour of the top 10 most haunted places in the world. Whether you're a die-hard believer in the paranormal or a skeptic who enjoys a good ghost story, there's no denying that these places have a certain allure. So tell me, which of these haunted locations intrigued you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this spooky adventure, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more spine-chilling content. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and most importantly, stay spooky.